How does industrial marketing differ from consumer marketing? In this video, I'm going to get into 3 major differences between industrial and consumer marketing. Here we go. Hey, James Soto here with Industrial Strength Marketing, helping you to be a better marketer and seller of your industrial products and services. On this channel, we do industrial marketing strategy, interviews, but also industrial marketing 101 videos, just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. The first thing we'll cover is 1, the concern for long-term strategic relationships with customers we need to manage internally. 2, the complexity of the industrial buying process and the products and services themselves. And 3, a mutual dependence on achieving business results. Okay, the first key difference between industrial marketing and consumer marketing is that in industrial marketing, it's really required that you have more of a managerial thinking and focus. You're thinking about managing up from what you're marketing. And what I mean by that, unlike CPG marketers who can really make lots of changes on the ground level to say, hey, maybe it's the marketing mix, maybe it's the focus, maybe it's packaging, maybe it's some element that's really driving consumer behavior. We can make those changes in design, in placement, in positioning. Whereas as industrial marketers, often we're really looking at market needs that a product may need to be completely rethought of, redesigned, or retooled to meet. A lot of things are definitely manufactured to be sold off the shelf, but many times they're semi-configurable or they have to be custom manufactured. So sometimes we are marketing this intangible product that has to meet some set defined of performance characteristics. So we don't always have that complexity. So very often we have to be thinking like a manager to say, what does our company need to do to really actually sell this product, and how do I communicate about it, and how do I speak to what it can do for somebody, and how can I really also evangelize what we need to do to make it work for somebody. Difference number 2, industrial marketing has more technical product complexity typically than in many cases you see in the CPG world. And so what I mean by that is we may be trying to really speak to a spec that an engineer is making for something that they're working at the industrial design phase. And if we're going to really address that and say, hey, we need to market it through CAD models for insertion, or we need to really look at how do we drive a purchasing decision from a purchasing agent, which has a whole different set of criteria than the engineer. Those are things we have to think about at 1, 2, 3, 4, and even executive levels to many times get our products and services sold. Looking at the consumer, their demographic, do they like to surf? Yeah, we look at some of those things and we want to see what those things do to influence how we communicate. But at the end of the day, we're dealing with a lot of technical product complexity, and we're having to really think about how we sell and communicate into that to different people at different levels of this whole product life cycle. And the third difference between industrial marketing and consumer marketing, at least on a high level, is the fact that many times we're not even marketing the physical thing per se. Many times we're trying to make the case for a product or a service based on financial, institutional, operational, and even just business channel partner perspectives. We may be marketing to sell in an idea that you need to be our distributor. You may need to be selling into a plant that says, hey, I can keep your plant up and running. Or it may even be saying, hey, you need to specify our part and make it part of that next Nissan Sentra because it's going to save you X dollars per car you make. We're not selling the thing, we're many times selling the financial and other and technical and performance related data that people need to make a really solid business decision on. It's literally products that drive business results, and industrial marketing often requires that as a key difference. So question for today, what similarities and differences do you see between industrial and consumer marketing? What specific ideas or things you know of that maybe CPG does that maybe industrial doesn't, or industrial does that CPG does. If you have some ideas, leave some comments in the section below. And if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, do it. Some of our best comments and suggestions come from you, the Industrial Strength Marketing audience. Because here at Industrial Strength Marketing, it's our job to make you a better marketer and seller of your industrial products and services. It's in our name, but it's actually what you do.